I have met a few guys who have graduated from their college. Why you should listen to me and the recommended friend of mine who clears this exam and who do not clear the exam. Most common reason for failure. You cannot derive what Amendment 106 do with the women reservation, tedious journey, insight SSP, journey extraordinary. You are likely to fail. But you are reading that chapter like an idiot. 30-day strategy, 60-day strategy, 90-day strategy. Articles 371B and 371J will appear the same in the options. If you really want to invest in something, then invest in build a mark basket. Could not clear her last two serious attempts. One of my students said, I do not like science. On the last day before my AFCAT exam, stop idealizing my advice. The time required is a function. This is extremely rare quality. No one is completely confident before the examination. Failed the exam on just one mark. Do not prepare alone. Time will pass very quickly. The best way to learn fast, the students who will actually clear this written exam, you will be having family responsibilities, your job, your professional life, your relationship. I am doing this with my students. If you see a 10-hour video, then ask yourself, teaching someone will make you more confident in that topic. And we do not want that. We want to fail this exam, right? So this video is about the no bullshit complete guide to crack CDS 1 2026. And of course, this video is not meant for everyone. All of your doubts will be cleared in this particular section. How to prepare, how not to prepare. So this is the basic overview. Introduction, why you should listen to me, detailed syllabus discussion, minimum time to clear this exam, roadmap to guarantee failing the exam, roadmap that guarantees clearing this exam, and then conclusion. The video will follow an audiobook sequence. You can watch it at 1.5x or 2x for better experience. This document will be available in the description. You can download it and read it directly if you want to save the time. This is not for soft-hearted or those seeking a Bollywood style script where everything goes wrong in the movie but ending is good. And this video will actually show you the mirror that you are avoiding for so long. The video only talks about the written part. At any point you wish to skip this video and watch some other video or scroll Instagram, then do it. That will help other aspirants to clear this exam. Why you should listen to me? Well, these are the competitive environment that I have been into in the past. So based on this, you can trust me that yes, whatever I'm going to say is based on the practical things that have worked for me. I'm not forcing these strategies to you. If you feel these work for you, you can apply it. Otherwise, there are a lot of videos in the market. Right now, I'm in my final year of college, and these are my current achievements. Many students or many people spend years only preparing for this exam. Even in my CDS exam center, I have met a few guys who have graduated from their college 2 3 years back and are preparing for this examination. It is not a critic, but one of the previously recommended ND recommended friend of mine, he could not clear the CDS exam this time. And I have seen his preparation strategy very closely. We are like hostel mates, so I have seen how he has prepared, how I have prepared. And based on that, I can give you a personalized analysis of what I feel who clears this exam and who do not clear the exam. This is the detailed syllabus discussion. You can skip this part if you know it. So this exam tests your knowledge in three subjects, English, GK and Maths. Paper will also happen in this order. English and GK for OTA and Maths will be added if you want to apply for IMA, Air Force or Indian Navy. Each paper is 100 marks, making it a 300 mark paper, 120 question in both English and GK and 100 question in Maths. Subject cutoff is 20 marks. That means you have to score minimum 25 questions correctly in English and GK, while you have to attempt 20 questions correctly in Math. Negative marking is one third for every wrong attempt. The overall cutoff varies in the range 90 marks to 150 marks, depending on the year and also depending on the academy you are applying for. The exam is conducted twice a year, April and September. Now, critical realization. At the written stage, this is a performative exam. It is not a competitive exam. You scoring below 20 marks in any subject is not because of 5 6 lakh people competition. It's because you lack knowledge. It is because of your inability to attempt more questions correctly. Phrases like these are very common in all examination. Oh, the paper was lengthy. I could have solved more. I got a lot of negative marking here. The pattern has changed in the paper. If I had studied for a week more, I could have cleared it, and so on. The important thing to note is how offensive it might sound to you, even in the worst case scenario where everything is plotted against you. If you score above 120 in OTA and 140 overall in exam, then you can see your roll number in the written list. So stop crying about the competition because this is not a competitive exam at written stage. Qualities for clearing this exam. While most students think the syllabus is just grammar rules, some articles from polity, memorizing some glaciers or history events or algebra, The real syllabus is seen by very few people. You can check the syllabus on this link, and I'm pretty sure you know which subjects are coming. First is the ability to memorize outdated and irrelevant information. Do you have this quality in you? Knowing Amendment 101 deals with GST, or the ASEAN organization was formed in 1967, or Pranhita is a tributary of Godavari, never impact your finances, your girlfriend, your family, or your health in real life. Maths is a logical subject, but GK is purely a rote learning based subject and is very cumbersome to cover. You cannot derive what Amendment 106 do with the women reservation or where the trellis drainage system is found. You can never derive the meaning of opprobrium in the paper. If it comes in your English paper, if you know the word, that's good. If you do not know the word, you cannot derive it, making it a difficult section to score. Without proper techniques, you can never memorize these facts. Second, the ability to recall them in the exam. You might be the smartest IITian or the brightest history major from DU. If you cannot recall the information on weak subjects in the exam hall, you are likely to fail. You can purchase Lakshmikant, Plane to Paramind by Neetu Singh, but you will never be able to recall it perfectly. Articles 371B and 371J will appear the same in the options. First past the post system, and its question has also appeared in the CDS2 2025 examination. It will make you realize that statement based questions are your worst enemy. I have seen a lot of people purchasing books and impulsive decisions and then panic in the last month. I never advise purchasing any book because I never purchased any. It's totally up to your choice whether you want to purchase books or not. I did not purchase any books, so I will not recommend any book. The exam requires you to memorize difficult on information until April. So start seeking guidance. If you really want to invest in something, then invest in guidance from those who have already cleared the examination. The third quality is the ability to see marks gained and not the chapters learned. What builds overall strength? Doing compound exercises or just doing isolation exercises? What ensures a better health? A well balanced meal with all the nutrients or just eating 30 eggs a day? In every scenario, the balanced and the diversified approach always wins. Why then would you approach your exam preparation in the worst way possible? That is, doing chapter by chapter. I recently spoke with a very hardworking aspirant who, despite her efforts, could not clear her last two serious attempts. Her method was one that we are taught in school: chapters covered per day. She measured her progress by saying, I read and made notes on the plant tissues chapter today. Let's look at the maths behind this. The syllabus is very vast with 100 of topics that you are going to see. If you are only doing one chapter, let's say one chapter of chemistry, in the best case scenario, you will see two questions that will appear in the examination. Out of 120 questions, if two questions are appearing for this subject, that is only 1.6% of the paper. So you spent entire day of your preparation only focusing on 1.6 percentage of the paper. What makes it even worse that you will forget the things whenever we learn new information. It is our tendency that we will forget this information on the exam day, or in panic we will do select the wrong option in the exam. Now what strategy I suggested to her: instead of tracking the chapters, you start tracking your mark scored. Your daily goal must shift from I finished a chapter to I must secure 10 marks for the exam today. Become an analyst. Scrutinize the previous year questions either through yourself or get a good YouTube channel that give you the paper analysis, which questions and which chapters are the most important. Find the easy wins. You will quickly discover that scoring 5 marks in computers or defense section is easier than scoring 5 marks in history, which is very vast. The paper is designed with a mix of easy, medium, and difficult questions. Build a mark basket. Instead of just focusing on one single chapter per day, make a bunch of a few chapters ranging from all the subjects. A few questions from polity, a few questions from economics, a few questions from defense, a few questions from computer. That give you total 10 to 20 marks, and practice those chapters as your syllabus for that day. By grouping the topic, you will regularly secure the easiest 10 to 20% of the question across the entire paper. Even if you keep forgetting the stuff that you are memorizing, your percentage will drop down to 5%, which is still 4 times than the previous strategy. More importantly, when you start doing this, you will train yourself in the art of identifying the easy questions that are coming in the examination, a skill that is far more valuable in the exam hall than just studying one chapter. The solution is not more hours, it's a better strategy. Fourth is the ability to not get sentimental. Most common reason for failure: I'm not good in economics, I will not study this. English is very easy, I will easily score. This is my first attempt. This is just a trial attempt. Oh, the UPSC always changes its pattern. It's difficult for me. You are taking decisions based on your emotional states and sentiments. UPSC does not care about your taste and preference. They do not give a single fuck whether it's your last attempt or your first attempt, whether you have studied 14 hours or 2 hours. One of my students said, I do not like science. Well, if 30 questions are coming from this subject, your liking and disliking does not come into picture. If you are not studying, some other aspirant will study science and will score those 30 questions very easily. Easy and difficult questions have one thing in common. They carry equal weightage. If you are biased only around a particular subject, you are most likely to fail. If you don't like economics and completely leave it, there will be a guy who has studied economics at a very basic level and easy questions he will be able to score. Meanwhile, you are very confident in history or polity, but the paper was so difficult in polity that you could not attempt any question. So you are causing yourself a double loss. The ability to avoid fan-based learning. Now, this is very important. Stop idealizing teachers and their advice. Stop idealizing my advice or my video. Stop being fans and start observing what actually works for you. In the examination, there is no marks for who is your favorite teacher. On the last day before my AFCAT exam, I came across a video with just 500 views. And guess what? Majority of the questions came directly from that video. The YouTube channel was extremely tiny, but it was the reason I scored good in my AFCAT math section. Have an eagle eye on the YouTube, stop following like a herd, and start taking thoughtful decisions whom to follow and what to study. I don't suggest any teachers or courses. Why? Because if I cleared my exam following a certain teacher, maybe you will not find that teacher better for your understanding. Maybe you will like some other teacher. So, taking advices, which books I followed, which teacher I followed, irrelevant. The ability to show up unprepared in practice phase. This is extremely rare quality you have. It takes time to master, but it guarantees result. Out of all the points, if someone develops this one quality, then not only serious exam, but any difficult endeavor to pursue, you will succeed. No one is completely confident before the examination. Even toppers have that what if everything goes wrong in the examination feeling. That feeling is very real. Even I have faced that feeling in the exam center. What if I could not score 20 marks in my GK section? What if I fill up the OMR in the wrong way? What if I get a lot of negative marking in the paper? So these questions are very genuine and real. They actually happen in the exam center. Showing up despite knowing you will fail the mock test. Break the pattern of passive learning where you are only watching countless lectures and making notes. A lot of you are simply watching lectures on the YouTube or any course that you have purchased, but you are not giving any mock test. If I say solve the CDS 2 2024 paper right away after this video, these sentences will pop up in your mind. I have not studied enough yet. My syllabus is about to get over, then I will start solving the paper. Even if I give the paper, I know I will fail and I don't know anything. I will finish everything by this week and then will start giving the previous year papers. I promise. People who think this way, even if smart and hardworking, will never clear the written exam. Next point, the ability to find the fastest way to learn. If you have failed your last attempt, then this point is for you. One of my classmates' friend cleared this examination after 2 years of hard work. I cleared this examination in 7 days of smart work in my first attempt. Consistency is the base layer, but the output date is not guaranteed. You can study 10 hours daily, make notes, and still take 3 serious attempts to clear the written examination. A lot of people fail this exam by just 1 and 2 marks, and that thing hurts. I have seen closely many of the people who just failed the exam on just 1 mark. Everything was perfect, but they got 19 marks in the GK section and they could not clear the sectional cutoff. My own friends have failed the examination by just half or 1 mark. Consistency offers result, but not in the time frame you desire. This is like an FD which gives you a 6% return but cannot outperform the inflation, just like mutual fund does, which give you higher returns for your investment but comes with its own risk. I had football matches, animating 6 hours a day, playing guitar, enjoying my last semester. If I had blindly followed the consistency path, I would not have cleared the exam in my first attempt. Maybe I would have cleared the exam in my third or fourth attempt when I was doing it consistently, but not in the first attempt. The best way to learn fast is to take guidance from someone who knows how to learn fast. General advices never help. Instead of saying I will work harder this time, find someone who can actually monitor you to work hard. Instead of watching a lecture alone, find someone who can teach you the chapter very fast. Instead of solving the paper alone, have someone who monitors you when you attempt your paper and then give you a feedback on how you can have a better attempt in the paper. I am doing this with a few people right now whom I am guiding, and they are seeing continuous improvement. Doing everything alone only works when you have cleared a similar level of examination in the past. I have cleared my NDA exam, so I know how to prepare for CDS alone. Maybe you have consistently failed the CDS exam and this is your last exam. Do not prepare alone. Seek guidance, seek personalized mentorship. Eighth quality, the ability to predict future results of efforts put in. Stop idealizing destructive hard work. Stop saying I have studied 10 to 12 hours a day. And also stop idealizing destructive smart work. Predict when can emergencies come which can hamper your preparation. Maybe your college exams are in the line. Maybe your birthday is coming. Your trips are also coming with your friends. The college campus interviews for the placements are also coming. The college fest is also coming. You get injured, you get tired. There can be 100 reasons that can hamper your preparation. There will be days where you will be having zero productivity, and then you have to plan accordingly. If you study 10 hours today, but then have a messy week, then you are going to fail this examination. Focus on the output and input funnel. See what you are able to deliver per hour, per day, per month, and how you can maximize the effort. If you cannot complete a subject in one day, how will you revise all subjects on the last night before the examination? I have highlighted this point in red because this is important. The students who will actually clear this written exam will not be wasting time passively learning, watching YouTube lectures, making notes, but they will be analyzing and testing themselves on the current knowledge. One of the aspirants whom I talked to has issues in S1, S2 type of question, but she scored 73 marks in English. So her first priority for the CDS 1 2026 exam should be to practice S1, S2 questions and then do the remaining syllabus of English again. Similarly, for other subjects, the topic that gave you the most damage in CDS 2 2025, maybe it could be economics or politics, that should be your priority because the time will pass very quickly and these topics will give you damage again if not prepared this time. Summary of syllabus: you have to learn irrelevant information in the name of subjects. You have to memorize them until the exam. You have to focus on marks gained rather than the chapters or the hours you have studied throughout the day. Do not have a favorite or a hated subject. Treat all subjects equally. Do not be a fan of any teacher. Learn from everyone that provides you value. Show up with your mouth shut. Score zero, but show up. I mean, just solve more and more mock tests. There should not be a single week where you are not solving a mock. Find someone who can teach you how to learn fast and get one on one personalized mentorship. Stay away from long lectures, books, and notes if you do not know how to use them. Now you can take a break, take a stroll, sip some water, and then watch the other part of the video if you are getting bored, because I do not want you to be sleepy in the next part. What is the minimum time to clear this examination? What do you think this is? 1 year, 6 months, 90 days, 30 days, or 7 days? I cleared this examination in 7 days. Does that mean you will also clear the exam in 7 days? Somebody failed in this examination even after 2 years of preparation. Does that mean you are also going to fail the examination? No, right? So this section is very critical. Finding the minimum time for you will help you optimize your preparation. Let's say you clear the exam with a lot of hard work where you only studied for 6 months. But unfortunately, you could not clear the interview and you have to re-prepare for this examination. Then also you will spend another 6 months preparing for this examination. So you have to minimize the time you need to prepare for the written examination because you will be having family responsibilities, your job, your professional life, your relationship life. Everything will be aligned after college. The time required is a function of current level, learning rate, and the forgetting rate. A civil services aspirant who is preparing 2 years for the IS examination, he will have a current level, he will have a higher current level of knowledge than majority of us. So he might need less than a week to prepare for CDS exam. He might even give CDS exam as a mock test for the prelims examination. An IITian might skip the math section preparation entirely and still perform better than someone who did not have the math subject in the school. Always leverage your strength instead of feeling jealous for others having it. I am from triple IT. I have a strong maths background. You have your own strength. Maybe you are good in memorizing stuff, so you will score better in GK. Maybe you like science more. Maybe you like maths, so you can compromise the GK section and devote more time and score more marks in the maths section. Maybe you are a very good reader. You read novels a lot, so you will find the English paper very easy as compared to someone who does not read novels. So start identifying your strengths now. Today only, start identifying your strengths on a pen and paper. Write down what are my strengths, which subject I am strong in, which subject I am weak in. And if you do not have any strength, then start building step by step. Let's talk about a special case when your current level is zero and your forgetting rate is also very high. Then only thing that you can work upon is your learning rate. How do you increase the learning rate? Learn from those who have cleared this examination. Ask them techniques that rapidly increase memory and productivity. I am doing this with my students. I am in an engineering college and majority of the preparation happens on the last night. One guy studies the syllabus and then teaches it to five of the people, and total six people pass in the examination. Start questioning everything. Be perspicacious. If you see a 10-hour video, then ask yourself, can this 10-hour video be condensed to a 30-minute PDF read? Can I find someone who can teach me this chapter in 1 hour instead of 10 hours YouTube video? Find the PDF, paste this into ChatGPT, and ask for the most important section. Read those first. I had a Google Meet with one of the aspirants and helped her cover the entire drainage system in just 15 to 30 minutes, which she was finding very difficult. Another aspirant finished 300 most important vocabulary words in just 2 days. In the latest Google Meet, I have solved the GS paper and told many techniques that improved the score from 15 marks to 32 marks at current level of preparation. In AFCAT paper, a girl spent 55 minutes to solve English and GK because of one wrong decision. That is to start with comprehension passage. Mistakes like these are very common. Discovering them alone is fatal. So get a mentor for yourself. And these are the questions that you should be asking every single day. Is there a faster way available? Is there a better way available? How can I use ChatGPT and Gemini to leverage my preparation? How can I memorize this information very fast? How can I finish this 10-hour lecture faster than other competitors? Who can I approach who can teach me to learn these things fast? This is how you can decrease your learning rate. Number one, be stubborn. Believe that UPSC is always against you. Anyone who is guiding you on the internet is a scammer and is only there to sell you courses. Keep believing that hard work and consistency is the only possible solution, even if you have failed the last three serious attempts. Keep repeating the same techniques, hoping a miracle will happen, and you will suddenly memorize the syllabus, solve MOOCs, and get everything that you want. Life is not an ideal gas. It will give you a lot of pain in the future. Keep hesitating to seek guidance because you are the smartest aspirant on the planet Earth. So, why seek guidance from someone who has cleared the examination? I'm giving you the exact roadmap which will secure you failing in this examination. And this is the most important part of the video. Do the exact roadmap, follow the exact points, and I can guarantee that you are going to fail this examination. Number one, plan everything in your mind. Pen and paper are for losers and nerds. Do not ever use a pen and paper. Even while watching my video, do not use a pen and paper to write the information that I'm telling. Just keep it in mind, watch it like a Netflix movie, and just sleep. Keep changing mentors, keep changing YouTube channels. Even though enough quality material is already present for the syllabus. Tedious Journey, Insight SSP, Journey Extraordinary, and a lot more that are providing 100 times more quality content that was available in 2015. Never watch exam analysis video because that will show you the actual paper pattern and you do not want that. You want to fail the examination. Keep complaining about how someone else cleared the examination because of their background and keep downplaying yourself. Keep blaming UPSC for changing the pattern. Keep crying over higher marks for girls. Basically, keep complaining on the uncontrollable. Always study based on the sentiments and your taste buds. If you do not like economics, why to study it? History comes from anywhere. Why to study even modern history? Science is very easy. I will study it later and then see 25 out of 30 questions instead of 29 out of 30 questions because you were extremely overconfident in science. Never give mock tests. Tell yourself you must complete the syllabus first, then keep wasting time until April arrives, then repeat the preparation for the next attempt and keep repeating this loop until all the attempts are over. This will guarantee you failure. I have solved 50 previously asked important puzzles for the campus interview that I have given. And guess what? I got two of the questions exactly repeated in my interview, and I was easily able to solve it. But we do not want that, right? You want to go in the examination without knowing what are the most probable topics that are going to come in the examination. You are blindly opening a chapter and reading it from page one. You do not even know what is going to come in the examination. Maybe the UPSC has not asked even a single question from that chapter in the last 5 years, but you are reading that chapter like an idiot. Be completely irresponsible and blame everything on your mentor. He taught bad. His notes are stupid. His advices are stupid. And after failing the exam, say consistency is everything and I will give 100% more effort this time and clear it. Enjoy tutorial hell and passive learning. Never practice, never analyze your mistake. Just watch the lectures like Netflix movies and then forget to revise. Keep watching strategy videos, especially multiple of 30s, 30-day strategy, 60-day strategy, 90-day strategy, because multiple of 30s looks very cool. Never track your scores. Just give mock test and sleep afterwards. Never maintain an Excel sheet or a diary of your mistakes, as that will increase your chances of performing better. Only study a topic per subject per day. Do not study as a whole or do not study more than one chapter per day. Just read fundamental right, wind up for the day, and then have a comfortable sleep. Never use ChatGPT. Never write explanation prompts on ChatGPT to summarize a topic because that will save time. Keep learning the hard and conventional way that we used to learn in the school in 2015, 2017. Never apply the Feynman technique. Feynman technique is basically you teach the topic to someone. If you understand the topic, just keep it to yourself. Be selfish because teaching someone will make you more confident in that topic and we do not want that. We want to fail this exam, right? So do not teach that topic to someone else. Do not record your video when you need to practice something. Just keep it to yourself and then forget. Be a strong believer in Murphy's laws. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong, and only with you, not with other aspirants. Be stubborn. Do not introspect your weaknesses. Do not seek guidance because you are the smartest aspirant in the world. Now, for those who want to clear this examination, do the opposite of whatever I have told you in the above roadmap, and I can guarantee that you will clear this examination. If you need to see where you are lagging and you have failed the last attempt, maybe you just have the last attempt because of your age limit, then DM me on Insta directly without any hesitation. Conclusion. This is it for the video. I'm busy with college examination in my last semester, enjoying my final campus days with my friends, so making regular videos is difficult. You can stay tuned to this channel if I made any sense to you. Otherwise, also, if you have reached this fast, I can assure that you are a very serious aspirant. Thanks for watching. Stay hard. Looking forward to see your roll number in the next list of CDS 1 2026.